Hey fam, Clyde TV here. Just want to give you my breakdown on New World and how it's been going after the past 2 weeks since launch, and just my experience so far and how much I've actually been enjoying the game. So sit back, relax, and let me just break it down. We're gonna start off with just the grind in general. It's a grind, guys. Don't expect coming into this thinking, oh, I'll hit max level in 2 days. No, it's gonna. I've been 2 weeks in, and I'm level 42, playing a good amount. I have over 120 hours in the game, I'd say, on my Steam. It's been fun. The grind reminds me a lot of classic WoW. So think of going 1 to 60 classic WoW style, probably with a little faster than classic WoW, but if not, for me it's about the same pace. The big issue with me in this game is the questing. The questing is very unoriginal. It's very boring. So that's what's making the grind, I feel like, a little more difficult for me, because it's like, okay, I pretty much have to go do the same things over and over and turn in. There are some cool side quests and main story missions that, you should do right away and as fast as you can, because it gives the most XP. But it's a grind, and don't come into this thinking, you're just going to cap out and play max level with your friends quickly. I have friends that got the game a week later than me, and, they're only level 20, 30 still. Continuing on, I want to talk about the game in a good way more than a bad way, because I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm playing with friends that I didn't really get to play with before. I have other friends on other servers, which is an issue, but they're working on ways to fix that. So a big issue, obviously, was the queue times at launch. I sat in upwards of 2 hours of queues. I did, but during launch. And the big issue was, just getting all my friends together to play on the same server, but with these queue times. I might have been logged in, they might have not been. So it was just really hard to everyone to play on the same server or the same schedule. So a lot of, unfortunately, like 2 or 3 groups of my friends, they're on different servers, and now some are on different regions as well. So what Amazon is doing is they're giving us free server transfers, which is great. But they're not going to be region to region, so I can't go East Coast to West Coast, so that eliminates one group of friends of mine. But I will be transferring from one East Coast server to another one where my other friends are. But again, they weren't on my server to begin with because they were a week late. People are already leveled. There were still queue times, So I'm on Takamagahara, by the way, on NA East. And then, just going down the line, the PvP has been absolutely amazing. I've had so much fun logging on, and every time I go live on stream, I'm typically flagged up because I want to get that content live. I want to get those clips, and I want to PvP with my friends. When I'm offline grinding, I'm typically just PvE flagged so I can just knock this stuff out, and I can, get my levels quicker, and, I'm not recording it or anything like that. So when I am PvP flagged, it is hella fun. Me and my friends have been 2v3ing, 2v4ing, 3v5ing. It's pretty cool stuff. But that's because certain builds are rocking right now that are a little easier than other ones. So the PvP is super fun. Is it fully balanced yet? No, I don't think so. So, I think they're just trying to get the servers under control. They're trying to get the bigger bug fixes, like mob spawning fast, things like that fixed. But we're going to get a weapon balance here. So going on to the weapons, there's some weapons that are pretty broken, either early game or end game. And one of them is easily the Great Axe, which I'm using here in this video. It is completely insanely strong in PvP, especially if you get Bloodlust talent. I am killing people 10 levels higher than me. I am, 1v2ing people just because I have a Great Axe and they're not using it. And I mean, yeah, I've leveled it up and I've learned how to use the weapon to its fullest potential, I think. But you could clearly tell it's just hitting harder. It has like better abilities on it, like for movement and things like that. So another weapon a lot of people are talking about is the hammer. Hammer is really strong right now, just with the CC and the amount of damage it outputs. But a lot of that does have to do with your builds of your talent points, into Constitution or Strength or Dexterity, things like that. So I think there's still a lot of builds we haven't seen that are just not really in the meta right now because with the beta testing we did and all that, pretty much the weapons are the same. So we knew from the beta. But yeah, that being said, Great Axe is very broken. If you're getting into the game, I recommend playing it. You get levels easy, you kill things easier. It hits big wide attacks. You can hit multiple mobs with it. It's really really cool. I'm having a lot of fun with the weapon, and it heals you. You can spec it to where it can attack and heal you. So we talked about the grind. We talked about PvP. We talked about weapons. I'm trying to think so let's talk about PvE. This right now is a dungeon I'm running. This is the 45 dungeon. Really, really fun. Unfortunately, it bugged out at the end for me, and I couldn't get the last boss kill, but I don't mind running it again. My other friends got the credit for it, so that was really good. But PvE is challenging, especially if you do it at a lower level. If you get in there a couple levels lower, the mobs will smack you around. They'll definitely, 4-shot you, 3-shot you, depending on your armor. I'm full plate, so I can definitely take hits and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm like switching up weapons throughout here, was messing around. But the dungeons are really fun, and the corruptions are really fun. So you can like group up or do them solo, run around these random corruption spawns that spawn around the map, and they have these kind of demon mobs they have in the game. The corruption mobs, I guess you could call them. And you pretty much have to shut down these portals and kill these mobs, and they grant XP and weapon XP and things like that. So those are really fun to group up with, and they'll scale and level up to like 25, 35, 45, 55, all the way up to 60s, 60 plus, I think it goes. Really, really cool. I heard there's a horrible bug right now where like your tier 5 Azoth staff doesn't even work, so they have to fix that. Not a lot of people are doing that content. I'd say it's probably like the top like 1% of the players are doing that content. But really, really fun. They can expand on it, and then they have invasions where these mobs, you have to be level 50 plus to do these invasions, and the mobs will attack pretty much a fort, and you defend a fort against these mobs, and there's waves and waves, and I don't know when it ends, but apparently people have gotten to wave 7 and they just get obliterated because it's like this giant mob, looks like a skull, comes out and attacks. You could find screenshots of it, but one thing I didn't mention in the PvP is they do have a battleground. It's like a 20v20, and it's really fun looking. I was watching a lot of my streamer friends that are higher level, than me, be able to queue in and play it, and they were having a blast. So really looking forward to getting to that kind of battleground experience, and hopefully they expand upon that too as well. And then I'm just kind of go down the list. It's definitely worth $40. If there's no subscription. There's no pay to win. Everything's cosmetic. What you grind and craft, you earn. So, no predatory like kind of payments or anything like that, which is really, I know it's really big on people's list. Coming from me, a guy who's played BDO for 5 years, it's refreshing, and it's nice that I don't have to worry about just the cash shop. It's just all cosmetics or server transfers. It's going to be. I do plan on transferring to Dees, I believe, is the server I'll be transferring to, because my friends are on there. They're like 30 to 40, so they're around my level. I'm going to get in there, and I'll technically probably be a little higher level and stronger because it's a newer server they released. But I just want to give my first 2 weeks on New World. I can't wait to get to 60. The armor looks like it's going to be getting cooler looking. We get like capes and stuff towards the end level, and then I can't wait to do the PvP and just get in a really good faction war guild, because I'm not really warring as much right now, just because I hear it's so stressful with the time commitment you have to do, and like just the amount of wars, because there's not really cooldowns on it and stuff. So just enjoying getting to 60, and just get ready to grind, guys, because it's definitely a grind. But thanks for watching. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Comment, like, the drill. Thanks for supporting me here on YouTube, and catch you guys in the next one.